All right, we're going to create a flowchart for the tax rate. I've already put a bunch of the blocks in there already, but what I'm going to concentrate on is the decisions. So right now we have all these deductions. So here's our assumptions, here's our input, and then we have this decision here: if earnings is less than low income cutoff. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And that comes right after our inputs. So let's go ahead and put it there. And again, we don't put the if in, we just put in the two things we want to compare. Right? If it's true, then we have another decision right after. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and put in that other decision. All right, so that's our second one now. And then if that's true, then we do this one assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over. Well, let me go ahead and copy it first. Oh, actually, I already have it. So let's go ahead and move this over. I had those assignments already done down here. So if it's true, then the dis tax rate is the tax rate. And that's this one right here. Okay, that's the 0. And then if disability is not yes, but it's a low, then they get the low tax rate. So that's this right here. Right? And then if the earnings are not less than that, then we go here and it's else if. So we have another decision to make. So I'll go ahead and copy this. Create another decision here. Paste it in. So that's the next one. If that's true, then they pay the high tax rate. So that's if earnings are greater than the high cutoff, then it's this tax rate. Other than that, it's this tax rate. So that's all done. All right, then we have our dependence. So if it depends equals yes is our last decision. Copy that. All right, move that down to here. All right, so we can see this decision comes right after we do the initial tax. So here's the initial tax, and then we'll paste this in. No, we will not. What did I do? All right, so if that, then we'll go ahead and add another decision right here. Yeah, this is what I copied in right there. All right, so we want to copy this and paste this in here. All right, so if they have dependents, then we have to do this deduction math. Okay, we don't do anything. So that's assignment. We don't do anything if it's false. All right, let me see. So if dependence equals yes, there we go. All right. So that should be the whole thing. So let's go ahead now and see if this works. All right, so I hit play. If your earnings are 100,000, right? Let's make that 1,000,000. So that's the highest tax rate. We'll say no, that we do not have deductions. Or don't have dependents. Are we disabled? No. And $100,000. and that's a 35% tax rate, so that is correct. And my deduction amount is $35,000, and that is not right. So how did that happen? Maybe I said yes? No? All right. Oh, here it is. Here's my issue right here. Okay, this should be right here. I had already done that, so there's my problem. All right, so that math should only be done here. I don't know what that other thing was. All right, and another thing is we shouldn't have asked that question. The only time disability comes into play is if they're the low earner. So if we take a look at our flow chart, we can see that, oh, geez. All right, so we can see that we're asking this question every time. And that question only comes into play right here. So we should take this disabled and put it there. Right? The dependents always are important no matter which path we take, but this is only applicable during this one right here. So this is how it should work. Okay, let me go ahead and test it one more time. So if we do $1 million, and we'll say that no, we don't have any dependents. Now it's going to ask us the second question. We pay our $350,000, or was that $35 million, and then no deductions, and then that's the end. So let's do one more, and this will have the the disability. Well, let's do 50,000, and we'll say yes to dependents. So 50,000, so 1250, right? That's the 20%. And then we have a deduction amount. That's good. And now that's that. So that's all working. And now let's do disability. So if your annual earnings are, say, 10,000, whoops. And we'll say, no, we don't have any dependents, but yes, we are disabled. Now it's 10,000, and our tax is 0. Our deduction is 0. Our final tax is 0. Perfect. All right, so that's a flow chart. Now we're ready to go ahead and code it all out.